Yeah, I am on the Night Sky Pro, so I'm on the right one. I am on the right one, so I should be fine. Um, Perfect. A simple family. Hi, good morning. Good morning. How is everybody's morning? I am on the right Wi-Fi. I just checked, so thank you, Wolf and Snort. um, yeah, so we had to do, a couple extenders and the Starlink. I mean, it's desolate out here, right? So there's nothing. There's my little girl. There's my little boy over there. He's gonna go run around the fire. I'll probably go. I'm good, and you? I'm good. I'm good. I started a live and then I tried to do a function and I lost the live. I was so mad. I was like, oh man. I was, getting into it and a Simply Family Lifestyle. Yeah, and I was like, damn, it's another beautiful day in paradise, Indian Creek Ranch. Dayton, Holster, Southern California High Desert. Cool. Yeah, this is part of that Mojave. We're considered high desert here. I'm gonna throw another. Um, you're about 2 hours away. Okay. Okay. So Dana, you're about 2 hours away. So that's, yeah. So they must have pretty much the same temperature that we have here. But yeah, so I'm gonna venture off up into the gold mines and do some, maybe drive into actual Joshua Tree is right around, right over the 62. So I'm gonna go into Joshua Tree one day, do some stuff over there because it's beautiful. That national park is gorgeous. We did it a couple of days when we first moved here. We did all the sightseeing when we first moved out here, and Joshua Tree and all that stuff. So Invisible Man, hey Desert, our first snowstorm just started. Not much. Think the ground is too warm, not really staying. Canada. Okay, yeah. Well, I know Canada. It's probably freezing like New England. Like I still have family back in Boston right now, and they're saying, yeah, it's cold. It's really, really cold. So, you have a massive and beautiful yard. Yeah, Joy, I have 5 acres, but we have about one acre fenced in, for the dogs. So, but my land goes pretty far out that way, and then it goes all the way to the telephone pole, that side, and then I still own in the front here. It goes out to, there's a marker somewhere out there. So, but it's kind of weird because that we get into, the road that we use to get into the property is still part of our land. So like to that telephone pole over there and then back this way. So we have 5 acres. It's beautiful. We've rebuilt the house and it's just really, really nice. I did 2 short walkabout live streams. Oh, good. Any new spider, snake, or scorpion tails recently? No, actually. I wish you were on. So I started a live this morning and I was trying a couple of different things and I lost it. But yes, I have. So I've never seen these before, but they're called tomato worms. And my husband was checking out, um, I know they're saying popular thing, add a Q&A. I'm scared too because that's how I lost my stream the last time. I don't know how to use that yet. I just know that I can add it. I just yeah, don't know where the answers go and stuff like that. But I will try that on my next stream so I know exactly how to use it. But yeah, so Q&A cuts your stream. It's true. Oh, does it really? See, I didn't even know that. So I'm not sure about that either. But so there were these massive, massive, and I haven't seen them. My like I said, my husband, he does a lot of, the upkeep. And so he's like, look at all these worms. And I was in my stream earlier, which I'm so mad I lost because there was a lot of people in there. These worms look like that movie from Tremors that come out of the ground. They were massive green, ugly, fat. Really, 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 really. I don't know if it was YouTube. I think it was more of my own not knowing how to use it, but it could have been. I don't know. I've never had issues starting my live from my phone, but this morning for some reason when I clicked to start it, it took me to another page saying set up in some sort of mode. I don't know what it was. I had never seen that before. So anyway, so we found these. He found last night, he goes out and checks all our plants and stuff like that. And he found these. They were disgusting. They grossed me out. There was a lot of them. It was like 50 of them. And the stick. Let me grab the stick. Oh, throw that over there. And this tree we had was full. It was beautiful. It was a really full tree, but these worms, these massive worms were all over it and just ate it to death. Ate the tree. Like just, there's nothing left to it. So it was kind of sad. But I'm going to do a Q&A on my live. Devil dog tremors. Yes. So mad that happened. Is there's so much land out here that I'm, hoping that that's not bulldogs. Most are poisonous nightshade. Most poisonous nightshade. I see. Yeah. There's so much land out here that I am just petrified that they're going to end up, doing something out here. I know, we've seen I have some video. I haven't posted it yet because it might be, I don't know, controversial, but we have seen the cloud seeding a lot out here. So, and I have, lots of video of that, but they do, who knows what they do out here. But I mean, I love it. It's just amazing. Was any nuclear testing done in your neck of the woods in the 1950s? I don't believe so. I don't believe in this area. But I mean, the military base is right there. That's behind those mountains is 29 Palms military base. So, and the base is massive. So, I actually got a team of people together, and, I think a lot of these channels have to have like some sort of team, like, Whistle Stop and Bell Loop and Devil Dog, and, all you guys are like a team. And you guys all help each other. And I've been just so busy trying to get this off the ground. And I haven't had time to even, I mean, I literally probably sleep 3 to 4 hours a night, maybe 4 hours a night. So, hey, how's it going? So gotta run now. Okay, Devil Dog. Thank you for showing up. And I'll be contacting you guys. I already texted Jerry actually last night, so I got Belt Loop's number, and yeah, I'll be contacting you guys. So thank you for everything, and thank you for last night, and have a great day. So anyway, I've been really, really working hard on this and trying to get this off the ground. So I really love doing it. So it's something I want to do. I just, I love doing these lives. Yeah, Jerry is calling me now. Yeah, I texted him last night, and then I forgot that Belt Loop told me that he left his number in the private chat, and I was so busy talking to you guys, I missed it. So I texted him this morning, and I'm like, Jerry, I didn't get his number. Do you have his number? And so he gave it to me. He's like, he left it in the chat last night, but I was just so involved with the conversation we were having, so I missed it. But I have it now, so I'll be giving him a call. So okay, Devil Dog, thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the Sunday. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's so beautiful. I just love her. She's so pretty. Are you tired now? Are you tired? Yes, I know. You've been out here a long time. Semper Fi. I love it. So anyway, it's really hard, we don't want to leave this place. It's really nice and private, and When I have my time off, my vacations, it's great. It's just, a good way to relax and escape from the real world. So, thank you, Joy. She is. I love her. And he just has a blast around the fire. He just loves it. She's my little angel. I just love her. She's such a good girl. They're both good dogs. They really are. I don't know. Frenchies are they have a good temperament. They're just really good, loyal dogs, and they love to be loved. They just love to be loved. Like, if you don't give them enough attention, they will let you know that you're not loving them enough, and and they want to, should do some gold nugget hunting. 3,500. No, it's crazy, the price of gold right now. I was saying on my earlier stream that I lost that I am going to go, like, during my vacation time. I will be heading up. Yes, I can barbecue. Welcome. I love it. Um, and you have an amazing walking step. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to be heading up onto that side over there in a couple weeks and during Christmas, and I'll be going to the gold mines because I think that'll be an interesting live, and just, showing you guys, because we've been up there a few times and they're really cool to see. And it's funny because when I do go up there, I'm always looking. I don't have a metal detector or anything like that, but I do, like I said, look for rare stones, and I found some, I look for some rare stones and some crystals. Sometimes I find some crystals. So yeah, so I'll be heading up over there. And then one day I'm going to travel down to Joshua Tree, which is way, 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 way down there. And I'll be going into the park. I don't know if anybody has ever seen Joshua Tree, but it's beautiful. I've made it back. Oh God, Loop, I need you. Yes, I don't know. I obviously clicked on something that I don't know. So I was saying earlier that when I schedule my live streams, like outdoor, I schedule them through my mobile phone because that's where I'm live streaming from. And I've never had an issue. I always just click on the live stream when I'm on my phone, and and then it just starts. And then this morning when I went to go click on it, it took me to another page, and it said set in preview mode and then click live. And so I didn't know what it would. There was no option for a preview mode. I didn't know what. I had no idea what it was talking about. So it wouldn't start the live for some reason. And it still showed it scheduled on the calendar, like, up on my phone. So I kept hitting it and it kept taking me to the screen, set it in preview mode. But it's never. So I don't know if they changed something on YouTube with that. I got to figure that out. Um, and then, I tried to do the question and answer thing. I'm going to have to. Sometimes we learn just by doing. Yeah, I know it sucks because there were a lot of people, and I felt bad that it got cut off like that. So I hate when that happens, but it happens, I guess, right? I'm still learning all this. But the thing that kills me is, like, this is my 10th live that I've done outdoors, 10 or 11, I think, and I've had no issues with it at all. And then today I clicked that live and it brought me to the screen that said, go into preview mode and then click live. And then it also had on that screen, copy this link and share if you want. And I've never seen that either. So I'm thankful you came back now. Thank you. Thank you, hey, David. And yeah, yeah, I had to. I was like, I really like doing these lives. I like showing the beautiful views, and my little babies, and I like it. Butler family. Hey, I came in here for a few minutes. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's all Devil Dog's fault. Hey, he made me try it, right? So, probably YouTube working on things or trying something different. It was just, I'd never seen that happen before. It was really weird. Like I said, all I do is click the live because I schedule it from my mobile phone because I'm doing it from my mobile phone. This is like my 10th, 11th, 12th, live. And then today I went to do it and it popped into another screen that said set in preview mode. And then it had three different things at the bottom. Share this link, copy this link, and send this link or something like that. And I'd never seen that before. That was the first time. So, yeah, so that was weird to me. And then I wasn't even able to start it. So I don't know if they're, changing something about that, but yeah. Wild child. Oh, hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Yeah, so anyway, that kind of sucked that that happened, but it's, it is what it is, but I'm glad everybody kind of, got back and got on, and I appreciate that. So, hi, my love. How are you? Glad to have you here. I'm just doing a little walk around and showing how beautiful the moon. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's actually still kind of out a little bit. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Wild Child. I'm so happy to see you. And I loved showing your bugaboo yesterday. I love her. She's so cute. I just love her. So, yeah. So anyway, I was really just taken back by, that new screen that was appeared, and I didn't know, I was having a hard time connecting, but I finally did. And then yes, I was Devil Dog's like, try adding a Q&A, and I'm like, you're part of the family that we're going on now, so get used to I am so grateful to be part of that. You have no idea. I'm really grateful for that. I love you guys. I absolutely, my husband, we just love that whole community, that whole group of you guys are really cool. You're fun to be around. You got great personalities. It's in this crazy, crazy world, it's hard to find people that connect with. So, I know you guys have been so supportive. Like, above and beyond what anybody else has ever done for me. So, and after last night, we are going to. My husband's like, we may keep the OBS still, but we're definitely going to go with that program. So, we looked into it a little bit after, but I was so tired after that last night. I was like, Web's Web, thank you for coming back. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about that. Um, yeah, so I definitely want that. I think that's going to be a good part of what I'm going to try to be rolling out on Thursday. I think that'll help me out a lot. Like I said, my team has been working really hard on this thing that I want to do. So hopefully, Desert Channel Explorers. Hey, I love the name. How are ya? Nice. Kenya. Whoa. Wow, that's crazy. I've had some people from all over India and Australia. I have a sub named Catherine. She's from Africa. She's a really, she's young. She's really young, but she's super fun, and she's always on this. I haven't seen her today yet, but no need to be sorry. Stuff happens. Ain't no biggie. Thank you guys. Thank you for understanding. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll have to check that all out. I'm gonna try another later on, mess around and see what happened. If they're adding something new, if YouTube is adding, something new to when you schedule something through your mobile. Because like I said, I had never seen that. So don't forget us in the Great White North. Oh, Canada, never, never. I used to cross the border into Montreal when I lived in Massachusetts. Well, I lived in New Hampshire too. I lived all over, guys. I've lived everywhere. But I used to cross the border into Montreal to go shopping. And Loved it there. Just checked out Desert Explorers. Interesting. Oh, cool. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I have a group of people on here that are part of my team, so they're gonna be checking out everybody that's on here and all my anybody that's on, any of my lives that I do. So they're always coming up with new things. It seems like I tried to remember the screenshot. It just in case it disappears. Yeah, Mojave Desert. Yeah, I don't know how, like I said, that was the first time I've done this is, my 12th one, I think, or 13th live outdoor. And all I do is just hit that button and it starts. And today it took me to a page and it said, set in preview mode. And then there were 3 links: copy link, send link, or paste a link. And there was nowhere to put it anywhere. It was like, what do you... And so I kept like backing out and it kept taking me, it just kept looping the same thing. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know what the heck is going on. Hey, the game is coming on, so I need to find Eddie's team to watch. Oh, go for it, go for it. It's football day. Sunday is football day. We are all bummed of here for the, yeah, that was, there was a good series though. I like watching the World Series. That's about as far as I go for baseball. I'll watch, the World Series, and I'll watch all the, the Super Bowl and things like that, but not really a sports, you know. I have too much else going on. I don't have time to even watch TV or anything like that. I come from a semi-arid desert, 200 miles north of capital city and Narabi. Wow. We are, yeah, ooh, sounds, what's the temperature there? It must be really, 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 really hot. I watched that last game, that is all. Yeah, I watched them. I watched the, the whole, pretty much the whole World Series. And of course, the Dodgers won it last year too. I watched that and I was super psyched for them. Because I like that team. Not just because I'm from California, but I just like that team, and I was pretty bummed out. They were horrific. I mean, I don't even know how they won that last game, but I'm not a sports guy either. More intellectual. Yeah. Hello, Desert. Hi, when Larry sings. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Um, yeah, they were playing really, really bad those games, and I'm like, oh, that last game, I was like, there's no way, there's just no way, and they freaking won it, and I was like, I know, and like I said, the Dodgers won it last year, so yeah, it was pretty crazy. I was happy. My husband didn't want them. My husband was rooting. He was not rooting for the Dodgers. He didn't want them to. He didn't want them to win. So, but I'm gonna check this watering. So this is our watering system that we have going from. We have it everywhere, all over the. So it's hooked up here through our well, and then we come out every night and check. Check all our, to make sure, because we have these little spouts right here, right there, if you could see them, and that's our watering system, and we have it going to all the trees and all the way through. We kind of like try to bury. Hi guys. I know I'm not paying attention to you, huh? Thank you, moderator. And so, yeah, so we have, I mean, he put so much work into this. He's just a great guy. Yeah, so we have all these like, different watering systems, so that, and it even actually goes like out, we have it all watered through. I live in a very remote village without electricity and running water and internet. It's very expensive. Yeah. I don't know if I could live like that. I was saying the house over there, back in the day they had outhouses. And even when we bought this property, we had an outhouse on the property. Of course, we took it down. And when we rebuilt the house, everything is brand new. But we have this really intricate watering system that goes all the way everywhere, which is pretty cool. So, and it's set on a timer, so we don't have to worry. Have y'all set up a rain catch system? No. And Bella, let me show you what happened. So we had a storm come in, and I showed this a couple weeks ago. Actually, I showed it. So a couple weeks ago, we had a massive, like 20-minute storm, and this is what it did to our property. So here's one of the, and we still haven't fixed it yet. But when these storms come in, forget it. It's insane. So here's another one. They just decimate the land, and here's another. They're all over. We have them everywhere. Actually, the day I was driving up here, I couldn't even get to the house because none of these roads are maintained, and they were flooded, and so I had to go all the way around, like the back way, and try to find a road because there's not many. And there's a couple of roads that aren't even like on a map, but we know them because we took trails. And so I had to go on those roads, and yeah, it was crazy. It was just crazy. So, but yeah, when these storms come in, forget it. It's crazy because they last like 20 minutes, and I'm back. 2 Myers. Is it hot out there? So this morning when I started my first live, it was, let's take a seat right here. It was about 70, I think. Yeah, it was about 70 degrees. And then it's getting warmer now. I can feel it heating up. I think it got to about 82, 83 yesterday. So, but the normal summer temperature, which starts May, June, July, August, even September, is about anywhere between 115 and 120 every day. And it cools down around 9 o'clock to about 100 degrees. So you need a pool. And I was scrolling and found, yeah, we do need a pool. There's only a couple places out here that have pools, and they're Airbnbs. So, but I will tell you that there's a lot of Hollywood actors that have homes out here in this area over here. Like I know Jason Momoa has a home further down out here, and they have. I was talking last weekend that they filmed The Hills Have Eyes. I guess the very first one, my husband told me, was filmed out here in these mountains. So it has some history to it. Cheech Marin lives, yes, Cheech. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that have houses up here. So, yeah, so and I get it. I get why. It is desolate. There's nothing around. The next town, like, is an hour away from us, none of the roads, we don't have services out here. There's no police, there's no fire, there's no ambulance, there's no, there's nothing out here. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. But it's, hey, drunken chef, good morning. Fall movie is NPT, too far away. Yeah, so I could tell, why they would want to, live out here. It's very private and peaceful, and like there's not a sound going on right now. Like you can't hear anything. It's really, really nice. So there's a cop. 2 Myers. I'm from West Virginia. It's beautiful there. Is that a house? Yes. Not too far away. Oh, I just connected with you. Oh, nice. Good. Yeah. So could probably, like, just really quickly show you this is kind of, I'll go to this section of it. So we did something really nice. We imported like all this cherry wood, the windows, and then floors. And then this is my studio right here. And then I can kind of take you in, like this is our custom made kitchen that we did. It's absolutely beautiful. You can hear my TV going. But yeah, that's just part of the house, and it's gorgeous. I love it. I have an adult ADHD and autism, but I'm not handicapped, and I'm a chill guy. And to see a Taurus, I am 21. I got a. Oh, cherry wood is my favorite wood. Yes, it took us a long time to do what we wanted to do to the house, and that's why I'm saying it's so special to us, because all believe it or not, and people want me to post this stuff, my husband and I, did all the sheetrock, all the mudding and taping, and we did the walls. We pretty much did most of the work. We hired contractors to put in all the cabinets, obviously, and the bathrooms and the bedroom, and things like that. And the floors, we didn't do the floors, and contractors did the windows, and then they did all our our roads for us and stuff like that. But as far as like the electrical, plumbing, all plumbing, and then because we have the well, I'll take you over to this side here, because we have this place is locked down. We have cameras everywhere. We can see for miles and miles and miles. We have signs up, infrared license. It's locked down. Earlier I was showing where we target practice, and but because we have the well, I'm going to take you into our dumpy garage. We had to put in this massive water filtration system, and this thing is insanely crazy. And we did that. So it's, we have to check all the gauges all the time. And this is all the stuff we use, and that's our water tank. And, this is all our equipment. We have salt water to keep the hard water. We have to regulate everything pretty much. Like it's, the well is good. But we don't drink from it. We still don't drink from it. We just don't drink from it. It's, even though we have that filtration system, it's pretty much for washing dishes, taking showers, doing laundry, and things like that. So, everything needed to be hardwood because humidity. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, we had to do, there were certain things we did. So, like I said, my husband did so much research. We actually hired the realtor. We asked the realtor if they could, hire a drone company to do an aerial before we bought the property. And so that we could see, the flood zones and things like that. And so we had to get, because of the military, and I think in general, you can't have a drone unless you have permission and you pay a license for, them going over your property. So we did that. Normally not a good idea to show your tag for your vehicle. Oh, just be mindful. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'll probably edit that out now. So anyway, we got the license to run the drone over. So we have some aerials of, I think a lot more than just the 5 acres. We did, we did all around because we needed to know what flood zones, and we didn't want to buy a house. We have scored concrete, nice, yeah. So we have beautiful tile in the area I just showed you where I have my studio, and then everything else is wood. The floors are wood. But we wanted a certain country look for the house, and um, he really did. He worked his ass off. I was working all the time, and he really did a lot of it. And of course, it was so hot out here, and I wasn't gonna settle for. I shouldn't say it that way, but I needed an air conditioner that was gonna keep me, cool. So this could probably cool a factory, this air conditioner. So we have super duper duper. I'm sure it's different out there in California, but here we can go up to 400 feet, I believe. Yeah, it is different, especially in this area right here because of the military. You have to get that okay. And I think that was one of the, big reasons why we had to go through the town or the state, and get the okay and the approval. And it had to go through the military and, make sure they knew what was going on and why it was being, flown. And, but we did that. So we did a lot of research on the land before we bought it. And hi baby, I love you. I love you. And so it was a torn down. I mean, it was really bad. It had, like I said, it had an outhouse. It was just a mess. So the guy we bought it from was old man. Um, it was just, it had those wall. I forget the name. What you call the walls? They were like inside of an old trailer. All the walls were like that panel. It was like a panel walling, for the wall. So it was really bad. And the guy left it fully furnished. Like he just left the house, So we had to clean out all this couches and beds, and just it was not good. We could not live here for 6 or 7 months. It was not livable to begin with anyway. It just was not livable. So we lived in a shitty motel for a while, because we didn't have any money. All our money was, into this property. So we had to stay, and it was rough. It was rough, but it was worth it. It was worth it. It's now gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and one of the most beautiful places, I think, to come to. And like I said, I love the nature out here. I love going off the property, and I look for, like I said, I found some crystals and some really nice stones that I collect. And I hopefully will find some gold when I go to the gold mines, which I doubt because I've been up there a few times, and I've actually brought my little digging tool, digging tools, and oh my god, I do some crazy stuff sometimes. But yeah, I love it out here. It's gorgeous. Yeah, we have all this detection going on, and like I said, we are locked down. And I was in the earlier, I don't know if you were here, Belt Loop, for this when I was talking earlier, but we get to target practice out here. It's awesome. So we line up the edge and with a bunch of milk cartons, and we have some targets out on the there's some targets there. I think that we do that out here. A lot of people do that out here. That's pretty much all there is to do out here. Is to he's gonna go bury his bone, I think. What you doing, buddy? Beautiful scenery. Yeah, it is. It's the most beautiful place. Like I said, I just love it. I absolutely love it here. It's gorgeous, quiet, and um, I'm glad my dogs have this because we were in a really tiny, tiny 400 square foot apartment, and the dogs had, they were confined all day long, and just, we can't fly drones near military. Yeah, right. Guess I missed that part. Yeah, we had to get permission to fly the drone for the aerial shot of the house when we were buying the property. So, yeah, you can't fly any drones out here. Although we do see the military drones out here all the time. So when we're out here, sitting by the fire, which is awesome, um, it's great. I mean, we see a lot of night action out here. Like I said earlier, they do their practices, and we'll see, everything going off. And how you doing? How you doing? Oh, I love you so. But yeah, it's really gorgeous. And Sunday's the day I travel back 2.5 hours, sometimes 3, back to my place, and then I start. I have a studio there, and record and edit and work on whatever I need to for YouTube. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying earlier in the first live, was that, and I think Devil Dog even said that it's a Marine base, and I think the troops, this is the last stop before they send them overseas, is this base. So, and I believe it's because they do their last training here, because the terrain and the weather and the heat, everything about this area is almost identical to the Middle East, like Iraq, Iran. So I think that's, why this is their last stop before they get deployed to the Middle East. So, and I've heard that from several different people. One of my doctor's son is in the military, and he was telling me, oh, my son, he's over there right now at the 29 Palms military base training. And I'm like, oh wow, is he getting deployed? And he's like, yeah, he'll be, this was a few months ago. Actually, it was a little while ago, but anyway, he was, this is where he went. So yeah, and I did hear that they have, now I've been on the base, and I think you said you were on the base, or either Devil Dog or someone, Whistle Stop maybe. They say that, I have not seen it, but they say that they made a little town inside on the base that's like, a town in Iraq, and they do, all their training like it's a little town that they're in, and it's, on the base, and it's pretty cool. At night, this place lights up with flares, red on one side, orange on the other. And that's what I was saying. At night, it is just crazy insane. And that's when we're, chilling over here. We're out on our couch here, just chilling, or we're, down by the fire, or I'm in my hot tub. And yeah, it's just, I love it. I really do. And the scenery is just gorgeous. I can't wait till like it gets a little cooler. Um, it's we'll get to see some snow, and it's really pretty. But I can't wait till I have some time off, and I'm gonna go up onto the other side over there. It's about 15-20 miles away, and all those mountains are the old gold mines, and it's pretty cool. They still have all the pulleys hooked up, and it's pretty neat to see. So we've been up there a couple of times when we had the 4-wheeler, and just had a great time. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here, and we did put in a weather station so that we know, what's coming. And so that's our weather station, the control for it, and the display for it's inside the house. So we did a lot. We did a lot. We got ourselves, my husband's very smart, smart guy. And You know, he's, you know, here, and, you know, he definitely wants to be protected. So we've got cameras on everywhere pretty much. And yeah, Eddie Devil Dog. I'm sure I was never in the. Okay, yeah. I think it was him. I think it was him that said that. That he had been on the base several times. So, um, yeah. So it's just gorgeous, and it is starting to heat up. I can feel it now. So we'll probably get, like I said, probably 85 today. It'll still get up there. So, um, but I do. It's just amazing, and just the most beautiful place, and I can't wait. Like I said, around the holidays I have some time off, and I'll be off site, and I'll take you guys. I'm gonna go through Joshua Tree, you know, do a day there. It's beautiful. And smart man. Yeah, he did a lot of, he really researched. There's a lot of military in our community. Awesome. 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 Whistle Stop, Homestead. I've also been on that base. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. It's a massive base. Like I said, I mean, this is just part of it. It goes all the way down to a town called Yucca Valley. And Yucca Valley, if I'm correct, it's about 50 miles from here, 50, 60 miles. So, and then it goes, you know, I mean, it's massive. I've been on the base one time, and I just could not believe the size of this base. It is just huge. Now we have another base, Camp Pendleton, and that's on the other side near the ocean. That's like on the kind of like the San Diego like side, south side, and that base is pretty big too, but it's nothing compared. And I think that's Army, if I'm correct. I think Camp Pendleton is Army. I'm not sure, but I believe Devil Dog said this was Marines out here. So, but yeah, and I worked on a naval base on 32nd as a civilian many years ago, about 7 or 8 years ago. So it was one of the best jobs I had. Yes, I can barbecue. It's Marines also. Okay. Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I did work on the naval base on 32nd, and it was a really great job. And I worked there for about 2 to 3 years, and then I got this great opportunity to get into chemistry and do what I love to do. So I left that job, and, you know, started working in the biomedical field, and then just recently changed to my aerospace job. So I've done a lot of different stuff. No, they are Marines, but Navy Marine activity. Pendleton is largest base. This one has 80K troops. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow, that base must be huge then, because I've never been on Pendleton. I mean, I've been by it many times, but I've never actually been on the base itself. Where'd my little girl go? Because she got bit by a rattler, and I don't want... Bluesy? Blue? Bluesy? Okay, honey. You're good. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. You're chilling in your hole. It's nice and cool in there, huh? I just am worried about her. She gets herself in trouble sometimes. She's a feisty one. She's the one that chases the lizards, and you know, brings me dead lizards all the time. But she was chasing a lizard, and a rattler got her, and it was just awful. I have a video on it, and I've told the story, you know, many times, but she almost died, and it was just awful. It was just terrible. So I got to keep an eye on her, because she wanders, and as soon as she sees a lizard, she'll go right for it. And yeah, it's not good. It was a $6,000 bill that I did not need. But and to find out, now I know there's many species of snakes out here, but She happened to get bit by the Mojave green. And when I did the research, when I started doing research on it, and I found out after they did the blood work, they were, I guess they're able to identify what type of rattler you get bit by at the hospital. And they said that, yeah, she was bit by a Mojave green. And I guess they can tell by the venom, right, that's in them. So, and then to treat her, each bag of anti-venom is $1,000, and she needed 2 bags, and then all the antibiotics and all the care. And I mean, it was a massive bill. And I barely got her to the hospital. She was actually passing away in the passenger seat as I was flying to that hospital. And they get vaccinated. I vaccinate them every year. They get their vaccinations, their rattlesnake vaccinations, but it only buys them, you know, yeah, I think it's the type of venom that they can see in the blood system. So, and the Mojave Green, when I was looking it up, is one of the deadliest. I think the Diamondback, it's the Mojave Green, and then the Mojave, and then the Diamondback, and then it goes from there. So depending on what type of, snake it is. But they told me, yeah, she got bit by one of the most poisonous, deadliest, and it was the most traumatizing. I'll never forget it. I still, like, sometimes when I close my eyes, I relive that moment because they're so precious to me, these two. And it was really, 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 really traumatizing. Um, yeah, it was just traumatizing, and I couldn't do anything for her because I was driving. The hospital was 2 hours away from here because, like I said, we're in the middle of nowhere. So time was not on my side, and I was 10 minutes from the hospital, and she started like dying. She started not breathing, and I was driving, and I couldn't help her, and I was freaking out. I was just freaking out. It was not good. So I call the hospital. I'm like, because I had never been to the hospital. I'd never been, I don't know where I'm going. And I'm on the phone and I'm crying hysterically, and they can't understand what I'm saying. And then they're like, listen, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Let's see, I got the sun in my eyes. Miss TT Mix. Good morning. Welcome. Yeah, so they're like, listen, we can't understand what you're saying. So you need to calm down. So I got myself together, and I'm like, she's not breathing. What do I do? She's having trouble, and I could see her fighting it, and they're like, I told them where I was. I gave them like a landmark of where they're like, you're 10 minutes away. We have the doors open for you. We're ready. And, just get here as fast as you can. So I literally pulled right up to the doors, did not shut the car off, did not do it, left it just doors open, everything, got her on the table, and they were right away. They right away knew it, I mean, I knew it was a snake bite when I saw her bleeding on the floor. Like, when I found her, I knew exactly what it was. I just didn't know that it was the deadliest snake out here. So, because different venom, dogs can survive on snake bites depending on what type of snake bites them. So, and then unfortunately, she got bit, by the Mojave Green. And so it was about 2 hours to the minute almost when she was treated. So the vaccination, like I said, buys them a couple hours. So that, I believe, did help maybe save her. But it was very traumatizing to watch your dog pass away, like almost pass away. Hey, local reviewer, welcome. Welcome. Glad she is fine and kicking. Yes, Desert. Hello, Desert at work. Yes, and here she is. And how's it going, local? Hope things are good with you. Thank you for joining. She still has the little marks on her face, which is unfortunate, but she made it through. I was a mess. I was just a mess. Um, like I said, it was 2 hours away. I made it there in about an hour and 15 minutes. So it, I was not, I just knew she was in rough shape. There was a lot of blood coming from the two spots on her face. Um, when I found her, she couldn't walk. Like I knew said that they had been outside playing and they get rough with each other. And sometimes they, ruffle each other up and they come in a little bloody because they bite each other. And so I just thought it was just something, I just thought they were playing and they just roughed each other up and it happens. But there was too much blood that I saw. And I'm at work and I thought I'd show my love. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do that too sometimes. Like I'll just check in just to support. And that's what it's all about. I really appreciate that, local. We actually have you on the list. So we have there's a little bit of we are booked up but you're actually next on the list for watch hours. So we are going to be working on you this week. And we'll get you all set up. And thank you for checking in and saying hi. I've been prepping for, yeah, oh, nice. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, and it was recommended to me, is I'm going to put all my stuff in one playlist so it's easy for people to just go through the playlist and, just watch it instead of jumping from playlist to playlist to playlist. I got some good advice from some good friends, Belt Loop, Devil Dog, Whistle Stop, Jerry, a bunch of really cool guys are helping me out a lot. I have my husband, and then we got a couple of other guys on our team to help with this project that we're trying to kick off. So, but you are on there, so thank you. Awesome. Yes, we got you down. So we had a couple other people that we had to finish over the weekend, and we actually did. So you are next, and we actually have a bunch of other people after that. But yeah, so yeah, we're starting today actually. You'll see today. And then Thursday night I'll probably go over all the stats from what we did and how everybody did. So my live on Thursday will cover some of that information. But anyway, back to the rattlesnake story. She was there was too much blood on the floor. And then when I looked, I saw two spots where she was bleeding from. And I'm like, yeah, no, this is not good. And then when I tried to pick her up, she just vomited and vomited and vomited everywhere. And then I put her down to actually, put her down, and she just fell. She couldn't even stand. And so I was like, no way, this is not good. And there's no hospital near us. And, what do we do? So my husband right away went online. And luckily in Palm Springs, which is 2.5 hours away from here, the hospital is actually 2 hours and 15 minutes away. They had opened this vet hospital 6 months ago. Now, 6 months ago, they opened this hospital, and it's open 24/7. So that was the only hospital in the area that I could go to. There was nowhere else. So I made it there. Like I said, I can't probably say on here how fast I was going, but I knew I didn't have time on my side. So, little one, because you're my little angel and I love you so. I just love these two. I just love them. I just love them to death. I love them, love them. I love these guys. They're like my best friends. I really don't, like I said, most of my family is on the East Coast. I don't have family here. I'm so busy, with everything else. I don't hang out with anybody. My husband's my best friend, my dogs. After work, I go home and I lock myself in my apartment because I really don't live in a safe neighborhood there either. And then I'm glad I have YouTube. I'm glad I have something to do during the week. So, it keeps me busy and I love it. I absolutely love it. Hopefully one day this will be my job. Come on, let's go. You want to play stick? Is that what you want? I don't want the barking. All you do is bark. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark with your stick. Well, I know you're waiting for me to play with you, huh? So we've been out here long times, huh? Oh no! Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Okay, go get it, Boozy. Yeah. Yes, YouTube does help you unwind sometimes, definitely. And like I said, I really do enjoy it. I love all of it. I love doing this stuff. It's great. I love, covering videos and topics and recording and I love editing and I really love these lives because you get to meet so many people and you get to connect with so many different people from around the world and it's really awesome. And as you can tell, I'm a chatter. I like to talk, so it's just a fun thing for me. So but this is really where my home is here and I love it. It's beautiful, as you guys can see how gorgeous it is. And look at how clear the sky is. Like there's no pollution. There's no, it's just, and you are really doing great, Joy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like I said, I really enjoy it. I love it. I'm looking to get to the next level and I actually met a great group of guys on um on YouTube and these guys are awesome and I had a long live with them last night and they helped me out so much and I can't even tell you how much I appreciate their help and they gave me some good tips and I think with all this help it's going to help me grow. So I'm very fortunate. I'm really appreciative too, and everybody has been just really, really supportive. So, um, but it's been awesome. Yes, thank you so much. I can't even tell you. I talked last night with my husband, and he was like, "Man, those guys they're pretty cool." And we kind of was like, we all wish we kind of lived close together. I think we'd all get along really well and hang out and so, but yeah, you guys hooked me up. We're gonna, you know, we're gonna tighten things up a little bit and get things set up and um, you know, work a little bit harder. And thank you, Whistle Stop. Yeah, you're the best. You're the best. I just really appreciate you guys and Belt Loop and Devil Dog and Jerry and just all you guys are great and just all the homesteads are just I just am really happy I met you guys. Um, so I learned a lot last night and I like the tech talk um lives that you guys do. So I definitely will, when those go on, I'll be into that. Is about 3 hours, two and a half, around 2.5 hours from here. So, but on the holidays, like if I leave on a holiday, forget it. It's like 4 or 5 hour drive. So, um, oh, you're welcome. Yes, I think we all multitask sometimes. I'm even, oh,